Alright. Hello, and welcome to Stasis Pod, the Transformers Rescue Bots podcast. I'm Rob.
I'm Jen.
Ruh-roh, Reggie! I'm David.
Arf, arf.
Twerk.
Bow wow wow.
Yes.
Ruffaroo.
Much Doge, so amaze.
Well, actually, as it is in this episode, meep, meep, for some reason.
Yes, this is Four-Legged Hero, the 73rd episode of Rescue Bots. This is the 21st episode of Season 3. We're almost at the end of the third season.
And this is our 335th official counting episode of the Stasis Pod.
Zoinks.
Plus, however many. I did count up how many bonus things, not counting all the Patreons now. We're up to like 70 Patreon episodes.
It's a lot of episodes.
Yes. Been doing this a while.
Yeah, this is...
One of these days I gotta figure out, like, how many years we've been doing this. I do and don't want to find out that number. Because a couple of podcasts I listen to are up to, like, 10 years. It's like, we haven't been doing it that long, but it has been a while.
I mean, we're no RFC.
No.
Who have been doing it since before there was, like, a name for it.
Yes.
Yeah, like, one of the podcasts, a comic book podcast I listened to was, like, one of the earliest podcasts, and it's still freaking going. Oh, what happened? They're on a ridiculous number. Like 700 or some shit.
So this episode...
860! It's like...
Yikes.
Podcasts have been around that long? What the hell?
That's too many.
Yes. We're getting old.
Yeah, so this was written by the late Dean Stefan.
Aww.
This is one of 8 Rescue Bots episodes he wrote. He also wrote Society of Ultimate Villainy for animated.
Yes.
Thanks.
And most recently, he wrote Did You See What I Thought? The Rescue Bots episode with Unfrozen Caveman Lawyer.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was not that long ago.
No.
That was an interesting episode.
Mm-hmm. And, he has a long animation history. And, this is kind of a weird episode. It's, a lot of it we see a lot of non-verbal characters interacting with each other.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which, that's not entirely out of norm for Transformers.
It has
been a while, though, I guess.
I'm just not entirely sure why they have a robot dog that none of them can understand.
Yeah, that part seems weird. Like, he's also a sentient Cybertronian, but he can't talk? It just goes back to, like, G1, where, like, Ravage didn't really talk, except when he did.
Well, and also, they seem to be able to understand Ravage when he, like, makes cat noises.
Yeah.
Yeah, but really, I don't know, sometimes it seems a little inconsistent with Ravage, because it's like sometimes only Soundwave seems to understand him, but then sometimes everyone seems to understand him. I don't know, sometimes Jazz can fly.
This is true. I think that... I don't know that he's on a level with, like, Ravage. This guy is just like a dog.
Also, this is... And, it's funny, because I watched this episode, and I came to a conclusion, and then I looked up... I pulled up Servo's page on the TF Wiki that just declares my conclusion to be accurate and canonical in some way, and that conclusion is that Servo is a minicon.
Well, considering he can transform into tools, yeah.
They do talk about him being a helper in this
Yes.
episode. They refer to him as being like a helper bot.
Mm.
I was like, so, like, especially in the context of the aligned universe, that would put him along with, like, Fix-It.
Yes.
So, who is also a minicon, so, and who is also in that kind of questionably moral, subservient role.
Talks and is a person, although he has some issues, but like...
Well, yeah, but there are also minicons who just make funny gremlin sounds.
Yeah, but, like, most of the ones who were animals could also talk. Some of them just like to grunt a lot.
Yes.
And some of them sound like Robbie Wrist.
Yeah, and somehow this dog
that
Servo
toy is so
just
expensive.
doesn't. Yeah.
I want it so bad now.
Well, welcome to looking up old toys.
Yeah, did I mention on a previous episode how much Salvage's toy goes for now?
A lot. Get medics.
It's a lot. Yeah, he's not apparently the one that they have at Ollie's is not the, like, show color.
Yeah.
It's the green one. But anyway, so yes, I got that bit where they describe him as a helper bot, and I was like, he's a mini-con, and the TF Wiki page is just like, Servo is High Tide's faithful and helpful mini-con dog. Like, oh, I guess that's canon.
Wait
a
minute, how have Soundwave's Recordicon pet buddies ever been mini-cons other than Cybertron?
I'm sure they've been.
I mean, the Cybertron one was definitely a mini-con, but in other versions, I can't remember.
There was...
I'm almost certain they've been called mini-cons at some point.
I know there was a while, and unfortunately that while happened to be concurrent with when they were doing the new anime subtitles. Where they were just declaring them all to be, like, deployers?
Oh, yeah. Right. They really tried to make deployers happen.
They tried to make deployers happen again, which was, like I said, unfortunately, another good reason why the Headmasters anime should only be appreciated with the amazing dub and not the boring American subtitles.
Deployers is surprisingly an accurate description, but I don't like it for some reason.
Well, it's just not. It's not catchy. It's just.
And yet, Recordicon is, and it's technically a worse term.
I mean, it's like we came up with 10 words. This is the one that cleared legal.
Yeah. And considering Beast Machines, that kind of feels like where they were with naming sometimes.
Yes. I mean, much like Fetch, they kept trying to make it happen.
I want to say that the deployers weren't even, like, the main team at Hasbro at that point on Transformers.
No, that was, like, some sort of... There was a guy who was active in the fandom at the time who was on that team.
Oh, was that Andrew Frankel?
That's the guy, yes.
Okay.
And they did the deployers and the Beast Riders.
Yeah. And they were like some sort of weird, because I want to say that I finally found them at like an FYE or something along those lines.
And their bios had like obscure Generation 1 references in them.
But they were also really cute and had ridiculous names, and I loved them a lot. And
I liked them a lot,
when I did my big collection purge, I think I kept the recolors because those were even like rarer. But
yes.
But yes, they... At one point, the cassettes were referred to as deployers, but that apparently didn't stick. And I think... Yes. I don't know what they tend to be classified now as...
I'm not sure offhand.
I do really like that there's a joke in Earthspark about not knowing what a cassette is. Young people not knowing what a cassette is.
So yeah, we open with we've got a little dog action because this is a dog focused episode. So Boulder and Cody they've got Servo out. He's doing some training just in the park, which I don't know. You should probably use your backyard for this, as we'll see soon.
You can't use their backyard because their backyard is full of a giant life-size Hot Wheels track. As has been previously established.
Yes. Although at this time, Mrs. Luskey, the mayor's somewhat airheaded trophy wife, I think this might be the first time she's had lions.
No.
She's said some things.
There was a previous episode. Wasn't there the dog show episode?
Right. I can't remember. I think she talked in that. And she
hasn't had a lot of lines, and it's been a while, but
yes, she's voiced by Nicole Dubik, showrunner of both this and Earthspark.
Yes.
And as we've mentioned many times before, the little girl from Major Dad.
Every time
somehow,
she comes up,
surprisingly.
Yes.
Yeah, she has two characters who show up towards the end of Earthspark. She is Skywarp and Nova Storm. who I was going to ship until I realized that they had the same voice actress and were therefore probably implied to be sisters of some sort, and that's creepy.
And she is there with Poopsie, her tiny little fluffy purse dog.
Yeah, it's like a Pomeranian, I think.
The beginning of this episode
or like
is
a Bichon Frise, maybe?
basically Mrs. Luskey almost but not quite saying words that they're not allowed to say on a show. Because she's at some point almost about to say something about poop.
Yes.
And then she's almost, but not quite, saying that Poopsie scared her to death. She's just like, oh, you scared me to... And then it's, like, interrupted. So, I like how she almost, but not... Especially considering that her voice actress is one of the writers. That kind of feels like...
Yes.
They know that you are not supposed to say those words, so they're, like... hinting, they're edging up to it, not quite going over.
And of course, because other people are there, Boulder has to be all bleep bloop, I am a robot.
Bleep bloop.
And as a dog owner, I can tell you, do not take your dog to play in a park that is not fully fenced in.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem like a good idea. Well,
you gotta go to the dog park.
Either keep him on the leash, or go to somewhere with a fence.
Yes.
Especially not somewhere that is surrounded by cars. Dogs do not fully understand cars.
No.
Well, I generally don't trust a dog outside of a fence anyway, even with a leash, but...
Yeah. Well, I'd obviously take him out with a leash, and he's pretty good. He's with me right now, listening intently, I'm sure.
Well, yes, inside.
Go to the dog park, unless you're in Night Vale, in which case no one is allowed in the dog park.
But everyone goes to the dog park.
No, they don't.
Speaking of
only
podcasts,
the hooded figures go to the dog park.
Well, that was old lore. Speaking of podcasts I haven't listened to in forever.
You should catch up.
It was good for 100 episodes, but I listened to 100 episodes and it's like... It changed and became less fun spooky, and it was just too charming and twee.
Anyway.
Bespoke spookiness.
Also, I didn't like the live shows as much.
Put a bird on the spookiness.
Anyway, so they're trying, he has to maintain the charade, and however, Servo also has to, because he is also a robot dog. And this becomes a problem when Poopsie decides to go out and play in traffic.
Well, yeah, as many small dogs do, they're seemingly suicidal.
Yes.
Gotta run out into traffic. It's what they do.
And so, of course, Servo, has to save this dog. Which, of course, he was not commanded to do. But luckily, as they note, it's not like Mrs. Luskey is going to be thinking too hard about it or anything.
Yeah, which they're like, yeah, it's probably fine this time.
The dog in danger, you're not going to be focused on the little details.
Well, especially because she repeatedly thanks Jody for his assistance.
Yeah, well, yes.
Yes, twice.
Even after being corrected.
Yes.
Thank you, Jody. So, they get back to the firehouse, and of course Heatwave is mad, because Heatwave is almost always mad, but here he's kind of got a point, because they have to maintain their cover as, bleep bloop robots, as opposed to sentient beings. And Servo, if he goes out and rescues small dogs autonomously, is clearly not the kind of robot they're going for. That's the scary kind of robot.
And especially if they then proceed to also go back out onto the road to bring the bone back.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a step too far.
So, they're going to have to keep a... so I guess this would really have been like a Kevin Costner in Man of Steel situation, where you have to let that tiny dog die to preserve Servo's secret.
No!
Oh, I thought he would be cursing, no, my boat, or something. Whatever the fuck he said in Waterworld. I haven't seen that in decades.
Listen, you look thirsty. Drink my pee.
Well, if there's no fresh water, I mean, that sort of makes sense, disgusting as it might be. Astronauts drink their pee. It's not like it's that weird.
Well, I suppose. Anyway.
The rest of the movie's just stupid.
So we check in at Casa Luskey. Mrs. Luskey's got something new for Poopsie. A diamond-encrusted collar.
Ooh, fancy.
These people have too much money.
Yes,
they do.
Politician
We're the
and
guillotines.
woman married to a politician.
He is definitely embezzling money from this town.
Yes.
Oh, let's not talk about guillotines. I learned way too much about the French Revolution this week because I fucked up.
Wait, you learned too much about the French Revolution this week because you messed up? Did you did you storm a prison or something?
Someone explained to him that Robespierre is not adorable, and he had to educate himself.
Yeah, that's certainly true.
The weird thing is Robespierre feels like... Okay, we're going way off tangent. Robespierre feels like two entirely different people. Like, he was progressive about things and like abolishing... like the slave trade that France was really big into at the time, and getting the right for the average, admittedly male citizen, but this was the 1700s, right? 1600s, whatever.
1700s.
The right to vote, and like all this good shit, and then sometime around when he kills Louis the 14th, like they guillotine him, and then just Robespierre turns into Grand Moff Tarkin. He's a cartoon villain. It's weird.
Now you know.
Anyway,
I mean, that's where Pringles got their slogan. Once you pop, you just can't stop.
But
except in his case, it's once you pop somebody's head off,
yes.
You just can't stop.
You can't. Yeah, like it was.
I mean, it's just so satisfying. It's like popping bubble wrap.
Anyway, it's just a weird thing to discover. Like my vague memories of world history I learned 20 years ago. I get the feeling Robespierre was completely left out. The French Revolution was just sort of dusted over. They were friends with the American Revolution guys. Ben Franklin went over there and had a gay old time and whored around.
Our buddies, the French.
Yeah, so it was a very light thing, and me digging into Robespierre, it's like, what the hell? Admittedly, it's ridiculous. It feels like, no, some of this shit must have been scapegoated onto him because he was a convenient bad guy. But even if he did only half the shit, holy fuck.
David has offended a European, so he had to atone by actually educating himself on European history.
Well, see, we learn this much differently in Canada because clearly, those dastardly French should have just kept their royal family like the British. And just as the United States should have become a country not by having a violent revolution, but by waiting like 100 years and asking very nicely.
Well, no, that's part of the confusion. It's like he wanted to kill the monarchy. It's like, okay, I'm with you there, and then kill everybody else. Wait a minute, are we just killing the nobility? No, we're killing people who are not French enough. It's like, okay, you've gone too far.
All right, settle down.
I mean, the thing is that a lot of Canada's English-speaking population are descended from the United Empire Loyalists, who were
British more.
Well, I mean, they were Americans, but they wanted to keep living under Britain after the Revolution, so they just went up to Canada.
Yeah, that sort of makes sense. Except for the French. Well, the French spread a lot into North America, but apparently didn't have much of an impact outside of Quebec and Nova Scotia.
Part of that is that they lost the French and Indian War.
Oh, there's so many wars all over the place in there. Like, another thing, like, for some reason during the French Revolution, some idiot thought it was a good idea to invade Austria. Which just escalated everything so much more because King Louis was fucking related by marriage to the Austrian king. There's just so many levels of madness over there. And somehow you got democracy in France out of that. Oh, and then Napoleon shut up. Fuck.
And then a second Napoleon.
Yes. Well,
who was Napoleon showed up
twice, and then, like, Napoleon was it his cousin or nephew or something?
Napoleon III. This time it's personal. Anyway, robot dogs.
I know European history was weird, but it was just going down a rabbit hole of, this is crazier than I remember. But yes, rescue bots, sorry.
Anyway, the thing about European history is there's an awful lot of it.
Yes, this is true. I guess just my previous delvings had gone more into just England and Ireland and Scotland.
It's been going on for a while.
And going on a deep dive into France was weird.
Yeah, so anyway, there is definitely some public building in Griffin Rock that was basically made with like paper mache to cover up the graft that resulted in this diamond encrusted dog collar.
Also, we get to see, I don't know, I mean, I'm sure at some point we've seen the interior of Chateau Luskey, but we do see that he has portraits of himself and his wife as, like, monarchs.
Oh, yeah, with crowns on, yes! Oh, I guess that's another thing related to my digression. But yeah, it's like, we've seen inside there before. I don't remember the portraits. Although mostly we just see outside the house with the giant fountains and all kinds of shit.
I vaguely recall that, I think that William Randolph Hearst and his mistress, later wife, Marion something or other,
Ravenwood?
They may have had a similar portrait, and they've made Mayor Luskey, Citizen Kane comparisons before.
Yes, that's fair.
Because his yacht is the floating Xanadu.
Yes.
So that might be a, like... I keep wanting to say Marion Barry, but that's not correct.
No, that's a mayor.
Marion Barry was not William Randolph Hearst's mistress.
No.
I mean, that would be very progressive of him.
Kane set me up.
He was very progressive. Marion Barry was very progressive. He just also had a bad cocaine habit and prostitutes.
Yeah.
Well, specifically a crack cocaine habit.
Yes. Other than that, he was very good for his community.
I mean, apart from that. Anyway, so Poopsie has become infatuated with Servo.
Yes. I noticed that speaking of the French, according to TF Wiki, the French title of this episode translates to For the Love of Servo. Pour l'amour de Servo.
I think that's also what the chief says when he stuffs his when he stubs his foot in the middle of the night. Oh, for the love of Servo! Anyway, so yeah, she's watching him on TV. We've got newspaper articles.
She's putting in her little doggy bed.
Yes. And so she's determined to...
kind of weird. It's like... This episode takes a turn into The Girl Who Loved Power Glide for dogs.
A little bit. It's a little bit like that.
I was also thinking of the movie K9, where Jim Belushi gets his, like, dog partner laid.
Yes.
Oh, no.
With a poodle, of course, because that's movie speak for
girl dog. All poodles are girl dogs. That's how it works.
Yeah.
It's like how dogs are boys and cats are girls.
Yes, everyone knows this.
Well, I feel that's less common anymore, with more movies like cats versus dogs or whatever the fuck. You have more of a variety.
Anyway, so yeah, she takes this collar, she makes off with it, and nobody. Speaking of the idle rich, they've got this palatial mansion. They don't lock the doors or close the doors.
Well, as will be mentioned, when after this all happens, everyone is very surprised that we actually have a B&E on the island. So apparently, like, so long as the druids are in jail, as long as Evan and Miles are, I think that was their names. As long as they're in jail, you're fine. You don't need to lock your doors.
Yes, and, Dr. Morocco's been sent to the future.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think Morocco's going to do a regular B&E unless it's at a museum.
No, but he would definitely kidnap the mayor if he had a good reason to.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Or he'd take this diamond encrusted collar. He'd use the diamonds to make lasers.
Yes,
Yeah.
Using diamonds to make lasers also a valid purpose.
We have a good scene of the chief picking up the phone and the mayor going "Rassam Frassam" on the you can barely hear on the phone.
Yes.
It's a good walla dialogue there.
Because, of course, he thinks this collar's been stolen, and he doesn't notice that his dog is missing.
Yeah, well, it's not his dog. It's his wife's dog.
So she goes out, she buries this dog collar, Servo retrieves it, and then he is found red pawed at the scene of the crime.
Well, he's found red pawed outside the firehouse because Poopsie came to the firehouse to give it to him, and then she buried it for him, and then he dug it up. So he's at the firehouse with it.
And a thing you'd think would be easy to explain is like, a dog showed up, buried this, I dug it up. Like, even if he can't talk, he should communicate somehow. Type on a keyboard or data pad, something.
My parents do have a dog, and they live out in, like, the woods down a dirt road, and he's large enough to just jump over the chain link fence, or was until he started getting arthritis, poor thing. But he and the neighbor dog would, like, steal each other's toys occasionally. So it just my mom would just find an unfamiliar dog toy in the yard, and she'd call the neighbor and be like, "Is this Sally's?" "Yeah, that's Sally's."
Oh, that's cute. They formed a little gang.
So yeah, that's dogs.
So it is. And we also get a brief Huxley Prescott appearance here, reporting on Servo.
Yes. Love some Huxley Prescott.
Meanwhile, Servo serves as a roto-rooter rover.
He's got that tail tool.
Yeah.
It's Caden Graham who have to return this collar, doing a real terrible job of lying, but the mayor seems to buy it.
Yes. Like, yeah, we just found it. I guess the perp must have seen us coming and dropped it and run.
Yep.
All's well that ends well.
Yes. But of course they're very concerned that somehow Servo has learned to steal.
Yes. They're blaming Cody and Boulder for it.
Yes.
Sorry. Messing with packaging. I'm being terrible.
Meanwhile, I'm messing with Puffer in the background.
Yeah, so you know, they're trying to... They've got this dog out, they're trying to teach him only to respond to commands.
Uh-huh.
But unfortunately, once again, Poopsie has escaped and somewhat implausibly ends up hanging from the back of a truck that is carrying dinosaur bones.
Well, she goes to give her bone to Servo,
and Servo's
and
like,
he rejects it.
I gotta act like a robot, though. I can't just take this toy bone and have fun with it.
But then she sees a picture of a bone on a truck and chases the truck, and thus we have Dino Bone chase and rescue situation.
So yes, she gets on this truck, and he's got to try to get her off the truck.
And it's at this point that this episode turns into Baby's Day Out, or possibly those old Buttons and Mindy bits on...
oh, that's what they were called.
On Animaniacs?
Yeah.
Yes.
Unless I'm mistaken. That isn't the one with, Bernadette Peters, that singing cat, is it?
I do not remember. Those are the segments that have kind of left my brain.
I think you're right. I think it's Buttons and Mindy, but also I agree.
Oh yeah, that was Rita and Runt, apparently.
Oh.
She was like a singing cat voiced by Bernadette Peters, and then she had like a really stupid dog sidekick who was voiced by Frank Welker doing his dumb guy voice.
I don't even remember that. I remember the Hip Hippo segments slightly more.
Oh wow, those were the worst. You don't remember them doing Les Miseranimals?
I don't like musicals, so no, I've tried to forget it.
I remember Good Feathers.
Which, when I saw that movie, I was like, how do I know these songs? Oh yeah. Master of the house, keeper of the zoo.
The one good song.
Anyway, so yeah, the Poopsie is just going all over town, causing absolute mayhem.
Well, she causes dino damage first in the museum.
She is searching. She huggers for bones, so she destroys an entire Tyrannosaurus skeleton, the last bone of which they've just recovered.
Which was apparently the mayor's pet project.
Yes, and we haven't seen this museum curator before, but he's extremely Germanic.
Yes, he has a very strong accent. It is very adorable. Was that Steve Bloom doing that?
I think so. I'm watching that.
It was a cartoonish accent that felt like, oh, this guy's probably going to show up again.
I'm watching Star Wars Rebels these days, and it's astonishing how many of the stormtroopers are just Steve Bloom doing his Steve Bloom tough guy voice.
Yes.
Oh.
I noticed that when I watched it like a year or two ago.
Did they just clone Wolverine or something? Why are all these guys Steve Bloom?
Maybe.
I thought all of them were not D. Bradley Baker. What's the other guy?
D. Bradley Baker is the guy who does all the clones.
Okay.
But by Rebels, they're not all clones anymore.
Oh, okay.
They're just like guys.
But you wouldn't know it by them all having the exact same Steve Bloom voice.
Yes. Anyway, so yeah, Poopsie kills Paleotrex here.
No!
And then, they go downtown. There's a guy hanging off a giant tooth-shaped sign. There's people moving a giant pane of glass.
Yeah, we have our normal fruit cart chase gags all packed together.
Yes.
Yes. Because as we have established, this writer loves some Marx Brothers.
And now peril is on its way because Poopsie's now headed to the zoo.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Poopsie?
He's gotten into the lion cage. So Servo has to turn off the power, and we end up with a Jurassic Park situation.
Yeah. But thankfully, Poopsie manages to avoid being on the set of Roar, because Servo throws the stake that Poopsie was trying to get at the lion.
Trying to steal it from a lion. That was pretty adorable.
Then a gorilla escapes, but luckily Heatwave is able to sufficiently imitate a gorilla to intimidate it back into its cage.
That was pretty cute.
I was just expecting him to squirt the monkey with a hose.
Nope. He's gonna beat his chest and roar.
Oh.
I guess Congo was on TV last night. So
Blades was watching it.
Yeah, his plan B was shooting it with a laser, like Laura Linney.
Blades has absolutely watched Congo. Actually, funny thing, Congo was literally on Pluto TV yesterday when I turned it on before I headed over to another station.
Oh man, so many terrible accents in that movie.
Yeah.
And then Joe Pantoliano not doing an accent at all.
I mean, why would he?
Hey, it's me. I'm Joe Pantoliano. I'm in Africa.
No one said he was from Africa.
No, in fact, he's specifically like some sort of expatriate who's like a procurer over there. He's like, hey, it's me. I'm Joe Pantoliano. I'm here to show you around your expedition and introduce you to Ernie Hudson.
Yeah.
Also, you stay away from that Tim Curry. I'm pretty sure that's not his real accent. Speaking of rescue bots.
Space! Sorry, that was a different Tim Curry thing.
It is more ridiculous than his Russian accent. He's supposed to be Romanian or something in this. It's about as close as you can get to Tim Curry playing Dracula.
Wait, he's never played Dracula?
I don't think he's played Dracula. Well, he's got like a cape in that Worst Witch.
Mm-hmm.
Where he does that, what's it, Every Day is Halloween or something song?
Wow.
Look it up on YouTube.
I might need to. That sounds amazing.
It has some phenomenally bad chroma key special effects in it.
That sounds amazing.
Anyway. So this calamity is averted, but of course the mayor is calling up, and he wants this dog gone. He wants this doggone dog gone.
Yeah.
He wants him off the, they're going to have to send him to a robot farm upstate.
Oh no, well, let's send him back to High Tide.
Yeah, they'll just send him back to High Tide. But, clearly he likes it around there, and they like having him around. And so finally, they take Poopsie back home, where Mrs. Luskey can't even bring herself to touch the filthy collar on Poopsie, so she has to use a piece of newspaper to get it off her. But this piece of newspaper has a picture of Servo on it from a news report. So they throw that out. She falls into the trash. She gets into this garbage can. She's taken away by this robot garbage truck.
Well, and so is the mayor.
As is the mayor.
Because he goes outside and falls into a garbage can just as the truck is about to grab it. So, good job, Mayor.
So luckily, however, Cody is going through this security footage like it's the Zapruder film.
Yeah,
and it turns out there was a
incident of Cody being the police state. It's upsetting slightly.
He's the panopticon, and there's a second pupper on the grassy knoll.
Yeah.
It is indeed. It turns out this was all Servo's fault, or this was all Poopsie's fault. So
Poopsie.
So they are luckily, the mayor's wife calls in. Her dog and her husband are missing.
And as Chief Burns comments, she sounds more upset about one of those than the other.
Indeed. Well, she only gets the inheritance if the one of them dies.
Yes.
Crushed by a garbage can? Oh, how terrible.
Oh, no.
Sad. That's real sad. Anyway, Poopsie, I got you a new collar. This one's titanium.
Let's see, hot singles in your area. Anyway, so they get there, and you will recall the Scrap Master, the gigantic, terrifying, garbage-munching mechanism.
It's pretty scary.
I mean, maybe they shouldn't have made this thing look so much like a giant Muppet monster.
Yeah.
And it is about to eat them. Luckily, they are... it is Servo who saves the day. The mayor and the dog are not devoured. And the mayor thankfully retrieves his toupee.
Of course. You'd think he'd want a new one at this point.
And of course, he's very happy that he's now Servo. Oh, he's great. To be honest, there's one dog around here that isn't well trained, and it's not Servo.
Yeah. Poor Poopsie.
And then, of course, Poopsie then flees the dump, leaving the mayor to chase after her.
Yes.
And all is well.
The end.
Well,
this is a very slight episode, even by the standards of Rescue Bots.
Yeah, it's fine. There's nothing really wrong with it. It's very low dialogue, animal focused.
Yes.
Hijinks ensue.
I mean, the stakes are lower even than usual. There's a ton of peril. The peril is mostly we might have to send our dog back.
I mean, that's kind of perilous.
It starts out with Poopsie almost being killed in traffic.
Well, this is true.
I do feel... I can definitely feel frustrated for Servo, clearly being an intelligent creature and not being able to fully communicate with the people around him. That sounds... It seems annoying, because he should be able to, tell people, but he can't, because
yes.
he doesn't have speech for some reason. Because he's a
not
dog.
allowed.
Like those little gremlin mini-cons. I love them. They're just Steve Bloom.
And it's fine.
Alright, so yeah, that is the episode. I believe that now brings us to David's Tokusatsu Corner.
Yes. If my throat held out. Cooped up inside. Allergy season, not fun. Well, all seasons are allergy season. It's just dander season and Christmas stuff I still need to fully put away. Anyway, this week, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5-man. Do, re, mi, fight.
Okay.
Sure.
It's a musical sort of episode, but not, well, it's not an actual musical. It's just music involved heavily in this episode. The Yellow Ranger is dressed like she's performing martial arts, kung fu stuff, but she's teaching music to children to help out a friend teacher who is sick or something. That part's kind of brushed to the side. It's just Yellow Ranger teaching kids. Oh, but she can't be teaching her regular kids because their school was destroyed in the first episode. Oops. Whatever. So she's substitute teaching as a music teacher. And cut to the bad guys have summoned up an ice monster with a name that I didn't even pay attention to. Like, most of the monsters are themed on, like, usually an animal. Or you can guess, like, what alien beast this animal's a reference to, like a cat or something. This is just ice. I have no idea. Ice monster. And it's out freezing things with the
doing ice monster stuff.
The Mushroom Godzilla guy helping him around. Was it the Mushroom Godzilla guy? It doesn't really even matter who was with him. Point is, he's freezing stuff so much that he turns the sky... Well, he turns the entire screen blue. You know how, like, day for night is done? Only instead of making it dark blue, it's a light blue. The entire screen is just blue to the point it's like, wait a minute, did that happen or did the disc error?
Oh, no.
But no, it's supposed to be blue for ice, and... Two of the Rangers are out driving and they hit a patch of black ice, and then they see icicles coming down, and then they get into a fight with the ice monster. And then we cut back to, we're back in color. What is this? The Wizard of Oz? The Yellow Ranger is still teaching these kids music, and the music wafts through the air and drives away the freezing cold that is being blasted by the monster at the Rangers, and the color returns to the screen. What? It's very odd, but there's that back and forth, and the bad guys, like their egg-headed minion woman, Zaza or something, somehow shows up while the Ranger is teaching the kids music, breaks all their instruments, and then just runs away. Because apparently they know, music stops the cold, stops you feeling cold.
Sure.
I mean, it might help, but like it might make you feel warmer theoretically, but it's not actually going to make you. Why is that? Why is music the way to defeat the monster of the week? I'm confused by this. Anyway, the lesson of this is that anything that can make sound is an instrument. Because the Rangers discover all the broken instruments, but then, like, just two drumsticks are beating on a glass, and it's like, we can solve the day with grabbing random things around the house to make music. Grab some pots and pans, and the Yellow Ranger plucks a leaf off of a rose and uses that as a leaf whistle. Somehow, I don't think she's holding it properly. I've never been able to figure out how you're supposed to use grass as a whistle anyway. I can whistle better without it. Well, I can't whistle right now because my mouth is dry because of all the talking. Anyway, but somehow, like, the leaf whistle she's using sounds more like a fart.
Yeah.
And they're making music out of it, and the song they keep playing over and over is Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Ti, Do, or variations of that. They're using different things because it's in Japanese.
Right.
And like doe, a deer, a female deer, isn't the line they're going with. Anyway, so she's leading a troop of the children playing on pots and pans as the other Rangers are fighting the ice monster, and this drives away the blue screen again. Not a blue screen. The screen has just turned blue because they adjusted the saturation levels. And I have a cat in my lap being annoying now. Hi.
They need love.
Hey,
Cats need love.
Anyway, this helps the Rangers start defeating the monster, and then the Yellow Ranger goes one-on-one in a kung fu fight with an insert song about kung fu dancing to beat up the monster of the week. With her, she has a baton shaped like a musical note, because I guess she's the music-themed music teacher ranger. I guess, I forget what all in the first episode, like, each of them was like a specific teacher or something. One was a gym coach. I don't know. Anyway, so they prevail. She defeats the monster. It grows big. They have a robot. They kill the monster. And then it ends with a children's choir singing, still with their pots and pans and leaf whistle and nonsense. Still singing do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. My throat is dead.
Aw. R.I.P.
Rob?
Okay. Oh, no, I wasn't sure if that was exactly the end of the thing. Okay. All right. So
that's done.
That is it for us for this week. We'll be back next week with more Rescue Bots. And of course, until then, you can find us all over the internet. We're on Twitter, we're on Facebook, and we have a Patreon.
Yes, we are hosted on iaconunderground.net, where we have a Patreon set up to help with hosting and other expenses. That is at patreon.com/iaconunderground. For February, we will finally be getting to talk about Wakanda Forever.
That's right.
Because that is coming to streaming. I will be excited to watch it on a screen that does not have whatever weird shimmery thing the theater I went to had, because all the theaters around here are kind of garbage. So,
unfortunately, you saw the movie in one of the areas being affected by that weird energy field from the movie Annihilation.
Ooh.
That's also why your ticket was taken by a bear with a screaming skull for a head.
That was a good movie. I
still haven't seen that movie.
Good movie. I think you'd like it.
Probably. Well, it depends upon how much squicky body horror. I don't deal with body horror as well.
I mean, it's mostly weird body horror.
Squicky body horror. I guess, yeah.
It's more weird than visceral and gross, though.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, if it's a cartoonish level, like From Beyond, that I could still handle.
I'd say it's about on the level of From Beyond.
Okie dokie.
So we will get to discuss exciting things like Namor getting to say the thing, and
ooh,
yeah, he does indeed.
He does say the thing, and also them coming up with a whole explanation for his name, and then everyone pronounces it in a completely different way for the rest of the movie, which kind of grated on me a little bit, but okay.
Say no more.
Yeah.
Say no more, say no more.
So that will be our Patreon.
That's right.
And last month we did, actually, this may still be coming out in January, and it's my birthday, so we did One Punch Man.
One Punch Man.
And last week we did a weird filler episode about Gundam.
The Charlie Brown of anime superheroes.
Oh, yeah, it's Charlie Brown. Yeah.
I like Krillin.
Alright, so until next time, when we encounter an endangered species, I'm Rob.
I'm Jen.
And I'm David.
All right. I am recording. I can't tell if the lines are squiggling or not because now Spruce is in front of the screen.
Well, that's not good, but it'll figure itself out anyway.
As long as he's not knocking the microphone cable loose again, we'll be fine.
Yeah, that'll be good.
That was.
And why are my squiggles so small? What the fuck? I didn't update Audacity. Oh, do I have the wrong?
Hi, Spruce.
Am I on the wrong headset? Wait a minute.
I don't know. Are you on the wrong headset? You don't sound like you're on the wrong mic.
I've been using my Bluetooth recently for some talking, and that has a built-in headset, but the regular headphones don't. It's just, my squiggles are small. What the fuck? Maybe I need to be closer to the mic? I don't know.
Maybe you need squiggle enhancement.
Hopefully it sounds okay in the editing.
So many kittens. Come on, guys.
I mean, it is squiggling. They're just not as big of squiggles as they usually are. Then again, you guys' squiggles are always smaller than mine, so I have no idea what's going on.
Yes. We have teensy squiggles.
I like to think that I have moderate squiggles.